All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, the Land Over Legend, aka Big T, and this is another episode of the I Can't Make This Up podcast. You know, if I had some type of fancy machine, I would have like claps and shit, but I ain't there yet, so just pretend I'm clapping in your head. uh, Ladies and gentlemen, I am actually on the Zoom right now with my first podcasters, and it's actually pretty dope. We married to each other on IG. I seen what they was doing, they seen what I was doing, and I said, "Hey, you know, it'd be dope if I speak to somebody who's on the same path that I am." I literally had this vision for about a year, but it wasn't until 2020 that I decided to, put some effort behind it. And after trial and error and about $1,200 inexpensive, I finally got it off the ground. So here we have this. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce the host and creators of the Spark This podcast. I believe we have Adriana and Just Will.
Indeed.
Correct. Yep.
And you got a third member that's not here with us, the greatest.
Yes, he's not here with us at this time, but yes.
Okay. Well, I would like to, get all three of you guys on here one day, but for now, I'm good with this, and I hope that you guys are good with that yourself.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Most definitely as a start,
Yeah, for the most part, Spark This, the two main people in it is me and her. We bring other guests into it, other family members, I should say, and get their perspective. But for the most part of the podcast, it's mostly me and her.
Okay. So why don't you introduce yourself to my audience?
Well, I'm Adri, or Adriana, as most people will call me. Just your simple, casual, try to be on a slick slide individual. You may hear me if you're listening to our podcast, Spark This. And if you are a newcomer, welcome. We talk about your everyday relationship problems or, solutions day to day, depends on who you are, where you are, doesn't really matter. But everyone has had a relationship, whether it's friendship, no matter what relationship, you name it. So entanglement.
Yeah, a lot of that going around these days.
I mean, hey, we inside, it's cabin fever, so they coming up with new ways to cheat, I guess. So gotta find a new, a new fad, I guess.
That's messed up. Yeah. I go by the name of Just Will. I'm the other half. I thought about doing a podcast maybe a few years ago. I went through try and error and different people. When I decided to go ahead and greenlight it, this seemed more authentic than everything else that I tried. And, we greenlit it and it's been going good so far.
Yeah, definitely. It's been jumping off. We've had over, 126 viewers in the last year.
Yeah, it's been going good. We used to guest host on other people's podcasts, and then we looked at those metrics and we was like, okay, we got something. So we, form what we have right now. And it's going good. It's definitely a journey, you know what I'm saying? But it's fun. It's definitely fun.
Definitely fun. Most definitely.
Well, I heard you speak on your introduction to your show about Spark This. Could you let the people know exactly where that comes from?
You want to go over?
Spark This got different meanings to it. Spark This is just a lot of time when we talk, it'd be like 4 or 5 in the morning. We just be coming with ideas, or we just be having conversations. We spark each other's interest.
Yeah.
We also a couple as well. Our age is, I'm older than her. She's about 21 and I'm 33. So when they hear the age, that always spark an interest. And then she smoked. I'm a new smoker. So, it's a play on.
It's a play on words,
So.
Definitely. And then also too, when it comes to like sparking each other's interest, it's always that one light bulb. You can hear one word and be like, it'll be a dope conversation, right, or a dope debate, because people just be randomly listening, whether they lurking or whatever the case may be, just scrolling and be like, you know what? That just sound fun. Let me see what else they got, per se. So It all depends on, what that person is doing in their day. And then plus, we go on 3 years of our relationship. So that's pretty much the core of our podcast. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's dope. I noticed that a lot of the relationship talk sounds like conversation I have with my folks. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be arguments or us just going back and forth debating the subject. So, I was laughing. I was actually at work listening to a couple episodes, and I was like, man, these dudes are fools.
It's all across the board. There's no filter, unfortunately. So, hey, it's
usually
your description.
We're under the substance of some type of drug when we do it. So
herbal essence, legal name, herbal essence.
But we wanted to make it feel like, it's not something that, it's polished. It's something that if you go home and you're kicking it with your friends, or if it's Saturday night or Friday night, you could jump right into the conversation. So we always wanted to make it feel organic like that.
And no one's left out. Anyone can relate. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. So you guys were guest hosts on other podcasts, and that's what gave you kind of like the Kickstarter to start your own. Was there any hesitation in doing that or fears?
On my end, yeah, because a lot of the people was like, you should have done this 2-3 years ago. With me, I just want to make sure that everything is right before I go ahead and be like, okay, I can grind with it. Because if it's something I know somebody gonna like, I grind with it because I know they're gonna get it. But if it's something that's I'm having, second thoughts about, then, I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna come back to it. So that's on my end. But once we got this and we went to other people who had podcasts and they was like, yeah, you got something. Then that's when I was like, okay, let's start putting out episodes.
And then also, too, we would also host game nights before the whole COVID thing.
Oh, yeah, we did game nights, yeah.
We would just be chilling, chopping it up, and just be having those conversations. And we would just be in our head looking at each other like, I'm here, we here.
Yeah.
We here.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and do this, knock that out. So, it just became like, go for it, that leap of faith. Sometimes you can't, overthink it. And I tend to do that a lot with certain ideas that I have.
Yeah.
And don't put faith in it. So, just took that leap and just like, forget it. YOLO.
Yeah.
Yeah. To err is human, right?
Yeah, for real. So.
Okay. So how did you guys meet?
Work, but work. What they tell you not to do is
with
your coworker.
Pretty much, that's what happened. But it's not what you think, honestly.
It's what you think. Stay with the coworker. Got her pregnant. Pretty much.
Yeah, we were really good co-work buddies for a while. He didn't hit it for the first month. Made him wait for it. So
whatever. I got it.
It was like the facilitator was like, they kept pairing us up. I don't know if it was because of alphabetical order or it was just like he was fucking with us. Mm-hmm. So it was just like, work pairing became, out of work pairing. We had a bowling night that we were indecisive if it was a date or not. And it went from there.
When she had made it official was that you don't wear those type of pants when you're not on a date.
And they were just jogging pants, blue jogging pants. So he came, under the influence, and I was, what was the word? What did you call it? I didn't forget it.
Sober?
No. Yes, I was sober. I was hella sober. So.
I mean, that's a good thing,
So it was fun and we had a fun night. And then, before you know it, everyone was just like, oh, you two are just that work couple. And before you know it, 2, 3, going on the 3rd year. So
that's what's up. So you guys are in Milwaukee, right? Both born and bred?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, currently, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a bastard of Milwaukee, so indeed.
So tell me about it. Like I've never been to Milwaukee. How how is it up there?
Where are you from?
Really?
Where are you from?
Maryland.
Oh, it's like Baltimore.
Wow.
All
right. I'm not trying to bash another part of my state, but Baltimore is its own entity. Like It's literally separated. Like, it sounds fucked up, but it's Baltimore, and then it's us, and then it's DC and Virginia.
I mean, how I would describe it, honestly, and not to cut you off.
The females just don't bust your windows out and cut you here. That's the only thing.
No, I mean, on the south side, yes.
They not that bold. Baltimore women, I know a few. They bold. Milwaukee women ain't that bold.
Never been there, but true. That is true.
Baltimore is kind of like a hybrid city. It has a very, I don't know, Philly feel, like Philadelphia, but they want to rebel like DC. So it's kind of a combination. That's what I consider it, Okay. And then they got like their own accent, and it's like we're all in the same place. How did that change? It doesn't make sense, but it is what it is.
I mean, I would consider Milwaukee Baby kids in recess, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah. It's fun though for the most part.
It is.
We got our moments. It's fun.
It is. The weather is very bipolar.
We're close to Chicago, so Chicago is about 45 minutes away. So we want to do something different. It's a highway jump. So
you can wake up at noon and it's 85 degrees, go to sleep, take a nap at 3, it's snowing, and before you wake up, it's a hurricane somewhere. So it's
we don't have
bipolar weather.
She's right, but we don't have hurricanes. That would be weird.
That would be weird.
But that's what I'm saying. That's pretty much how the weather is.
Our weather is definitely bipolar.
Very, as a meteorologist, they say it's determinable. It's so not. You could say one thing and it's another. It's almost like a deadbeat dad. So.
Wow. So people like come outside with raincoats and shorts on and flip flops, shit like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wintertime, you see a person in some flip flops, shorts, and they'll have a whole jacket or winter coat on.
Yeah,
you'll see a chick in some booty shorts, leggings, some thigh high boots.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad sometimes.
With a wig, half on, half off. Yeah. So you see a lot of interesting things. Definitely, you will catch a lot of interesting things in Milwaukee. It is definitely a comedy show.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, I guess once things kind of teeter to a somewhat normalcy, I might have to put that on the list. I've been to Vegas. I've been to LA. I've been to New York, Philly, Miami, Columbus, Ohio. I actually had one of the funnest nights of my life in Columbus, Ohio. I know it sounds fake, but it's actually legit. I went out there for training and for an old job of mine's, and like everything shut down like around 10 o'clock. So there's this area called the Flats where like it was like a strip of like liquor stores, strip clubs, and biker bars where everybody went. And I tell you, it went left when it came to them white people partying. Like motherfuckers.
That's what people call Brady Street down here.
Yeah. So on Summerfest where they party all week like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I asked this of my guests because I'm pretty sure everyone else feels the same way. How did you feel when the world went in lockdown? Like what changed dramatically for you guys?
I'm a homebody, so it didn't nothing really change for me. It was like, oh, we get to stay home, we good. But I had to work from home, so after a while, it was like being on punishment. It's like the only thing I could do was go to work and then go to my room after that. So after about the month, I started getting crazy. Like they gotta let me out or something. Like I'm not finna just have me work and go to bed, So, but other than that, I'm a homebody. As long as I got some liquor, my kids are straight, some food, I'm straight. Drea?
I'm not gonna lie. First thought was shit. Locked down for who? Maybe Tulsa, not me, not this bitch.
Yeah, they was trying to be outside.
I'm not even gonna lie. First thing I did is I went to the store and I was getting some stuff to prepare for dinner, and then everybody was just crazy. Like that's when you really start to see all the food was just vanishing, and I was just like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like for real. Y'all finna like Uncle Sam really scare y'all, like all the tissue. Like, I don't know if you've ever watched the new Kevin Hart on Netflix right now. He was like, does it make you shit? Because literally everything was just disappearing. And I was just like, okay. Then it started going across the TV, like shut down. It made me feel like when they was like 10 o'clock, do you know where your kids are? Like the government was up, like we was the kids of the government and shit. Like, hold on, wait a minute.
I just don't understand what people thought was going to have diarrhea to death. I never understood the toilet thing.
That was my first thought. After that, it was just like, okay, I really couldn't do much because I ended up finding I had a blood clot in my left lung. So I was pretty much put on bed rest anyway. I couldn't really walk anywhere without running out of breath, feeling like Rasputia. But besides that, I was in a calm state. It was relaxing until I couldn't get the shit that I wanted. Like Wendy's was closing earlier. What the fuck is this? Walmart not open until midnight no more. I can't get my snacks that I want. It was just simple shit that was bothering me. It wasn't really major.
So what she's saying is she had the munchies. That's what made her mad. She had the munchies.
But besides that, I was okay. I was all right, The mask thing pissed me off because it's like literally I have to walk around like a female Batman. It was really pissing me off because I wear glasses. So everywhere is fogged up and I run into shit. I'm already clumsy, so I don't need any more injuries. So that was my only issue with the whole COVID and being locked down. After that, I was like, they're going to finally snap out of it because what y'all asking us to take once people do have COVID, I've never had it personally, but just drink tea or take high amounts of ibuprofen. Like, this is just the flu. Like, my panic level, as Kevin Hart said, it lowered. So I was just like, okay, the government just wants us on punishment, less traffic, but I'm in this bitch. So I don't know who y'all saying locked down. It ain't like y'all patrolling the streets. Other cities, they were. Thankfully, Milwaukee, they wasn't because I was out there because I would have caught a nice ticket. You are not arresting me.
That's wild.
I was in the house.
Will was like, I'm going to bail you out, but I'm being hit.
So it was definitely an experience. It was more mental anything first before anything else set in.
So that's basically what you miss the most is the freedom to get a Frosty at 2 a.m. when you got that urge. Like, I want some chocolate and French.
Right, because at one point, one thing that they used to always say about Milwaukee is that there's always something open. People who get lost at late nights or getting off at 3 a.m, they always got a Denny's open or something open for them to just go to and eat. You can't do that shit no more. So it's just like, damn, we really got to stay in the house. Unless we're going to be walking outside like zombies, I mean.
Don't nobody want that.
So, I mean, it's a real drastic change. So, yeah. My food has been affected.
And Will, you just seem so unbothered by it. Like, oh, I usually stay in the house, but now I have to stay in the house? All right.
Like that. Like, I can get paid to stay in the house. That's how you see that.
We got food and liquor at the crib.
Made them even happier when the liquor stores had to stay open. It was mandatory that liquor stores stayed open. They couldn't shut down. So that was the zinger right there for me. I'm like, okay. They want us to get drunk. They want us to get fucked up. Okay.
It's cool.
Well, the way I see it is people don't have jobs. There's a threat of possible death from an illness, and you want them to deal with that sober. Yeah. No, they didn't want the country to be so, caught on fire. So it's best that they kept those liquor stores open because I seen like a Boston Tea Party happening, like except for everything else.
They didn't want Civil War V, and we ain't even had World War III yet. Okay, so they didn't want that big of a jump because it was bound to happen.
That's a big jump.
I mean, look, they just legalized all hard drugs in Oregon. So,
wow.
It's like literally people opening up crack houses. Like, that's the actual thing.
You can go get shrooms then. Yeah. That was a joke.
You look like you had a bad experience with shrooms, Will. What was that?
No, I'm just saying because it's too. No, if you just say they legalized, I mean, they're still.
Iffy. Of course.
Well, it's not like they did it because they want money from it. It's to help with the high drug charges or the charges people were getting from the drugs they were doing. So that way it lessens their punishment because of, if they get caught with it, instead of them going to jail, they'll get, go to rehab or go to get psychiatric help or whatever the case may be.
See, if crackheads wasn't violent, I think they'll be really good people.
They doing that for marijuana too?
Yeah, they do that for they started doing that a lot earlier than they did for the rest of the hardcore drugs. So like usually people on meth they don't really care about nothing except meth,
Why are you feeding into his madness?
I'm just saying, if they're gonna do it, I just feel like they should do it across the board. That's all I'm saying.
They not. They indecisive. They more indecisive than a toddler with an open candy store. Okay.
I mean, that's true. I mean, that's the point of the U.S. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, right?
True.
Man.
Yeah. So let me ask y'all this: have y'all been keeping up with the versus battles?
Yes. He has. I have a 1-year-old Tyler who just started walking, and I'm chasing him up and down stairs.
So she be on mommy duty. But yeah, I caught the verses. The last nice one I liked was the was the DMX and Snoop Dogg. That was the last one.
I caught Brandy and Monica, and that's only because my son likes melodies. So, yeah.
Yeah, they look so.
Yeah.
I don't want to say.
As Drake would put it, look alive.
They just look like they was there for a check,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't look genuine.
The Snoop Dogg and DMX, that was genuine.
That was funny.
I even liked the Swiss beats in the Timberland when they did it in the car, where Swiss did his beats in the car. That was dope. So,
I want to say I caught Dream and Nelly, if I'm not mistaken.
Dream and Sean Garrett. We watched that.
Okay, Nelly went against somebody then, or was it
Ludacris?
Ludacris too.
Okay, yeah, we watched that.
We watched that too. Them was good.
Them was really good. I liked it though.
I didn't watch the Glass Night and I'm good at that.
I didn't either.
I'm not catching.
It was a comment that I read that just had me dying the whole night. It was like, these old bitches trying to put us to sleep, but I have all respect. I was just like, wait a minute.
But I do see that they're trying to do after the Jeezy and the Gucci Man, which I don't really care about.
How did that even happen? I could have swore it was Jeezy and T.I.
I think T.I. gonna do Tip versus T.I.
He gonna battle against his soul?
What? He gonna battle a hologram?
He's gonna do it though.
You say that you looking at me like that now, but he already on his IG. He was like he gonna do a versus, but he gonna announce who it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Tip versus T.I. It just makes sense.
Like his album.
Beyonce versus Miss Carter. Come on now.
Yeah, you could do that too. You could do that. It's a period of time where her music changed. You could.
That's true, but it's no.
But I want to see the Game and 50 Cent. They're talking about doing that versus too after they do.
It's like Andre 3000 versus Andre 3000. Shit. Hey, yeah.
Now Outkast versus A Tribe Called Quest. I'm all there for that.
Okay, so we on the same page. You know what I meant. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we could do
that. You
that.
know what I meant.
I don't know if they're gonna do that because Phife Dawg is there, but yeah, that would be dope though.
I mean, TLC is still alive.
True, somewhat.
So they still here in spirit.
They died. Let's die.
The versus battle. I want to see that they haven't even thought about, or the people want, but the people with the power don't have. I want to see like an old Cash Money versus mass, like No Limit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I can see that in a way.
Yeah.
But then a lot of people don't.
I mean, yeah.
You gotta look at it like this. I mean, just my perspective, right? You were born in what, 87?
Yeah.
And you were born in the 90s, right?
Just about.
Okay. All right. So I came up on that. You know what I'm saying? So when you play their music, it resonates with, what I'm saying, with your class differently. So the simple fact that it doesn't hit for you like it would hit for Will is something different. Like who do you listen to on a regular basis?
Me, personally?
Yeah.
It all depends on what mood I'm in, honestly.
You more R&B or more rap?
I'm more of R&B, but when it comes to rap, I'm all for Eminem. I'm all for Method Man. I'm all for what's his name? I can't even think of his name right now.
She's a big Joyner Lucas fan, too.
That as well. Joyner Lucas, the old Eminem before his locks started looking like rat shit.
She's talking about Lil Wayne.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, she been drinking. It's okay. She just came from a party. So she gets some words slurred. It's okay.
And then I speak 3 languages, so my bad.
So yeah, Lil Wayne, that would fall into the old Cash Money No Limit thing.
So I have like a full my categories of music. I listen to all types of music from country all the way to freaking jazz. So Kenny G is one of my favorite jazz players. So I mean, it all depends on literally what mood I'm in.
Especially if you're trying to go to sleep, Kenny G.
Yeah, Kenny G is a definite bunch music type vibe. Like if you high,
house 3 times with Kenny G playing. Okay, it could be the same song. I don't care. Make breakfast, lunch, and dinner. People gonna be looking at me like, "What just happened?"
From Will's facial expression, I could tell he wears headphones.
Oh yeah, I'm asleep most of the time.
I had a baby sleep. Everybody chill. They just looking at me like, okay, she in one of her moves. Like, yep, you better not mess with me because I'm cleaning up while I'm cooking. So
I like to see, which I know will never happen. I like to see Foxy Brown and Lil' Kim go at it. I think that'll be dope. I like to see that.
What's her name?
They still their styles anyway. It wouldn't be no Nicki Minaj. It wouldn't be none of them. That's Cardi B. Is pretty much, a hybrid.
Nicki versus Remy Ma. I think that would be dope.
Remy Ma ain't got enough though. She ain't got enough catalog.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean, she don't have enough hits. If she has a catalog, I would just debate her hits.
Most of her hits is gonna be Fat Joe hits.
Nobody heard that. That's okay.
Because you got to think of that Terror Squad album, so it's mostly gonna be on Terror Squad songs. That what'd you say? Who?
no, that's not what you said. Now to try to figure out.
I like to see. I'll say Eve and Nicki Minaj. If we want to give a body of work, I think Eve can go with
Eve and Missy.
She got them crossover hits too. To Blow Your Mind and Shake It Tambourine, even though Shake It Tambourine. But she got those crossover hits too.
Man.
But Nicki Minaj, unless you're gonna do Drake or Chris Brown, you really ain't gonna have nobody who's gonna really like.
That's like Kelly Rowland and Michelle.
Nicki Minaj got hits. Like she got hits.
She do.
She got
especially
hits.
Her pop hits.
That's what I'm saying.
Overseas and shit.
She got crossover hits. So if we go, you have to do Foxy Brown and Lil' Kim together against Nicki Minaj.
Everybody forget about Queen Pen.
Oh, you have to do Queen. You can throw Queen Pen in there.
Forget about Queen Pen. Like
still, you can put them on. You can put her on.
She rap. I would put her in my rap catalog.
She had like 2 albums though.
Don't hate. Don't hate. Appreciate.
Yeah, but it's a hit battle.
Yeah.
It's music on music, you ask me.
But I like, to be honest, I like when the producers go. Like I love the Dream and the Sean Gary. I love the Sean Gary and the Dream just so people could see what songs they wrote for other people.
Sierra, Aaliyah.
Well, Master P and freaking Birdman.
I go by melody.
That would encompass all of their body of work. So you wouldn't necessarily need those performers because Silk the Shocker can't rap. Mystical can't stay out of jail. C Murder's still in jail.
That's not fair though, because we already know who's gonna win that.
Who do you think gonna win?
Birdman got that.
Okay.
All I gotta do is play Drake. I mean, that's not fair.
No.
It's really not fair.
That's Young Money, Cash Money, not Cash Money.
But it don't matter if we're talking about executive. It's still under him.
Yeah, that's true. But if you was going to do that, then you would have to do like Lil Wayne versus T.I. as far as producing goes.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
because of the people they have underneath their belt.
That's still a close call because I would still say T.I.
T.I. blew Lil Wayne out the water.
Even with people under his belt. I'm all for T.I. Because it's just something about T.I. beyond his looks. It looked like he got half a coochie pube on the side of his face, in which he needs to shave. It's just that. It's just that when he rapped, it's just like he's teaching a lesson. Like the deaf kids can understand the tutorial. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. I like to see T.I. and Jay-Z. If we're gonna do it, T.I. and Jay-Z. They got the hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect Jay-Z's hustle. I'm not a fan of his music because I know people just gonna dick ride him just because he's Jay-Z.
Oh no, he got some hits.
He a monkey, but he sound good with his hits. I'm sorry. He got some hits. I don't know how he got Beyonce. That was a real drunk night. I'm for real.
That was a power move.
It was a power move.
That was, you have this amount of money, I have this amount of money. Let's make this amount of money.
You think they did a white people arrangement? You marry for money instead of looks?
Nah, I don't think. Because he
is still not attractive.
He not ugly.
His lips is out like Will Smith when he had that allergic reaction on Hitch and shit.
I think she saw his potential.
If the dude you want ain't available, like I fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's Jay-Z. Like
that's the buffering signal. Jay-Z's the buffering signal.
Yeah.
I think she saw his potential and decided to utilize that. And over time, it just was like, we're in this, regardless.
Yeah, he got his ass whooped in the elevator. He caught it in the head, for real. Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, if those cameras wasn't there and they was like home, I don't think it would have went down like that.
For one, Robin Thicke is like still under lawsuit, ain't he, for blurred lines? And then
no, he paid him.
Did he?
I'm in there. I'm just saying, he got the bread, but I think him and Justin Timberlake, even though Justin Timberlake is way better. A lot of people don't appreciate Justin Timberlake like that, but I think it'll be a dope person, especially if they do it live. Come on, that'd be dope.
Did you like Man of the People?
Huh?
His last.
No, I didn't even listen to it. I'm still stuck on 2020. That's my shit. I still play that. Because him and Timberlake, that's just a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? Them together, producer and singer, they just make better music than anything else outside of his catalog. It's like Snoop and Dre to me. Eminem and Dre. Dre with anybody.
Nah. So let me ask you this. What are your goals for your podcast?
Definitely want to, continue to grow with it, expand. We also looking to go visual. We'll probably have that going probably in around season 3 or season 4. Still working on getting new equipment for that as well. But yeah, we're just looking to go visual with that. We're also looking to do other things outside of the podcast too. So we got some things in store coming up in the future.
Okay. You working on like merchandise or something like that?
Yeah, we got merchandise coming. We got face masks, t-shirts, hoodies. We also have a poetry book we're doing jointly together as well. So we got different things that's coming, in 2021.
Okay. Well, I would love to elaborate on that in a possible future episode.
Most definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Indeed.
So, you saying you guys want to move into other projects? You guys working on like content or something like that, or was it like another show?
No, just content outside of the podcast. The podcast is just another platform as far as to get us the network so we can do other things. Because I'm an author as well. I already have 2 poetry books already published. So then this one that we're gonna have jointly, that's our first one jointly, but it's gonna be my 3rd book. So this is pretty much, another platform for people to get to know us and get to know the different projects that we do have. But we're gonna continue to go with the Spark This. We're not gonna make a different podcast, just different merchandise that we're gonna sell.
Okay. So what's the name of your books?
So I have one called 1987, and then I have another one called Lyric. And then I think Dre also you probably see one coming from her because that's all she do is write. So
I'm more of a singer, so my stuff comes out in like, how can I say, bursts of ideas, different sparks, as you would put it.
I've been told to get a TikTok, but she keeps saying TikTok is childish.
I just can't. I don't think I can keep up with it because, like I said, my melodies come out of nowhere. Not just when I'm under the influence, but I'm what they call a jingler. I make jingles, I sing, I have a voice on me, which is from day one of birth, but I come up with songs based off of just nothing, and I'm good with rhymes. So it just comes with the vocabulary, I guess.
She's definitely the jingle queen. She be saying jingles. We'd be like, dude, why you not writing this down and recording this and sending this? But yeah.
Okay. My son is dancing and obsessed with music, and he's only one. So definitely is something that I'm looking to branch off later in the future. You know, hopefully to be the soon to be musical therapist later in the future on. So definitely, you know, just taking things day by day, especially with COVID trying to hang over us like a dark cloud. So
musical therapy. That sounds dope.
Thank you.
Different. Definitely dope and different.
Yes, indeed. Music is definitely a coping mechanism and it can heal the soul. So more people need to learn about it.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I'm a Libra, so music calms me down completely. I can't speak for everybody else, but I mean that's just me. You know, I got like a large appreciation for music. You know, I might be listening to like, I don't know, like Stevie Wonder. I might switch to like C Murder. You know, I might give you a little Don Tripp. I might give you a little Devin the Dude. Then I might switch to Biggie. You know, like my YouTube algorithm is all over the place. You know,
same. That's what I was saying earlier when you was asking me as far as my what I consider as far as the type of music I listen to. Like I said, it's all over the place. You know, I was that kid who would wake up from, you know, morning to night. I had a radio by my side. That was my nightlight. I would listen to every station. So until I knew every song on every station, I could flip, tell you the lyrics. It was just my thing. So definitely have a big appreciation for music.
Okay. So what about you, Will? Who do you listen to on a regular?
Oh man, like it depends on the mood. It depends.
Copycat.
No. it depends. Right now, T.I. the Libra album right now.
He's also a Libra.
Yeah, I'm also a Libra. Funny. I mean, like, yeah, it depends. If I'm in a happy mood, I don't know. Justin Timberlake, SZA, you know what I'm saying? I can listen to that. If we on the rap side, of course, it's Game, T.I.,
Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, yeah, Nipsey Hussle. I listen to a lot of things. So, you know what I'm saying? I go back to, you know, NWA, the first Jeezy album when he was hot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a wide variety. It depends on what I wake up to. Snow, I could be in a ludicrous mood. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Rihanna. Yeah, she don't like Rihanna. I can listen to Rihanna all
day. She
all
right.
Yeah. Why you don't like Rihanna?
He plays it all day. Especially, don't let him get in the mood of just hearing it from a car driving by. Oh, I know what album that is. He play it all day. All day. I'm like, what's up with this bitch? Okay, can we get off Rihanna?
I like taking road trips. So you know how you take a road trip, you can load up a playlist and you can just listen to it for 3 or 4 hours.
If I hear We Found Love in a Hopeless Place one more time, I'm going to find this hopeless place and throw his ass there, okay?
Damn.
All right.
I mean, maybe he trying to tell you something, you know? On his birthday, you got to dress up like the bad girl, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to be a rude boy on a donkey, okay?
There you go. There you go.
She has some nice outfits in that video.
Oh, God. Here we go. See, look, I got to start it. Look, here we go. Hey, but it's yeah.
I didn't mean to do that, Will. My bad.
It's cool. We're going to listen to Rihanna when we get off this.
See, look what you did put me in, Big T. Look what you did start it.
No, I'm in a Wale mood tonight. So if it's anything, it'll be Wale.
Oh, you mess with Wale?
Yeah, I mess with Wale. I mess with Wale heavy.
I think
Matrimony was one of my favorite songs by him.
I think that if he got out of his own way, he would be in more light than what he's in right now.
I think him and Six Lack will have a dope collab together, and that will bring him out more because a lot of people don't know who Six Lack is, and then that'll also take Wale out his comfort zone too, because they're both great poets, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like Wale.
Yeah, I think that
Album About Nothing. Album About Nothing is one of my favorites. Ambition is one of my favorites. I didn't like. I think it was Shine. I didn't like that album too much. But the one after that he just released last year, that's a good album too. So yeah, I'm definitely a Wale fan.
Yeah, I used to see him all the time at the Sprint store up the street from my house before Nike Boots dropped and he blew up basically. And I just was like, I remember him being rude to me and telling me he'd be right back, and then he went on lunch. So I kind of had a negative impression of him at first, but I was like, he could spit a little bit. Then his performances, started getting a little better, and he was putting on for my city. So, I fucks with him,
Decent, consistent pussy.
There you go. Hey, look, ladies will tell you the truth all the time, and she's not even around him. I don't know if you met him or not, but you diagnosed his supposed problem.
There you go. Get him out that box. He needs some box.
That might be the case.
I don't know. He very emotional. He runs off emotion instead of just being calm. Somebody could say something, because I used to follow him on Instagram, and he'd be attacking, like, everybody not gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta accept that. And he'd be going in the comments, going with people. I'm like, you got too much money to be wasting too much time. Yeah.
Enabling.
So yeah.
Okay. So you guys have been doing this for a little bit. Have you guys been getting a decent amount of feedback? And if you received like anything negative, how did you feel about that, and how did you deal with it?
I mean, I go back and hear it, and then I just take note for it, like, yeah.
And then there's some negativity you hear that you really can't change. Like, some people, they're like, oh, your age, this, that, they'll try to scowl that, and it's just like, okay, and like, besides that, I mean, criticism, you can turn it constructively. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with negative feedback, because that can turn into positive feedback before you know it.
Yeah. I received little negative feedback, but I'm petty. So I'll do something like, find their page and talk about like their foot or something, something that's just stupid,
I don't do.
Okay. Yes, you do. Oh my goodness, you do.
Sometimes it depends if
Forrest Whitaker looking at me.
Yeah, it just depends if I.
How you gonna talk about my girlfriend? You lucky if you get a hold. Like, wait a minute.
It depends if I feel like being entertained. If I feel like being entertained, then yeah, I can be on the bullshit. Sometimes I let it play in my head, like, I'll let you live. But if I feel like being petty, I've been petty. I've been petty a few times.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super patient, so like I'll wait. I'll give it a month and let you think that I just let it go, and then I'll go back and I'll find somebody just to stay on your page and talk about you till you either quit or you deactivate it. I don't care.
Yeah, you got to get that degree in pediology. Come on now.
Yeah. And there's people out here that teach that class on a daily. You just got to go to Facebook and watch. So tell me something. Have you guys experienced anything wild or crazy in the past year just being out in the world? Like, I don't know, like somebody jumping through a window or stealing a TV out of store or something crazy like that?
Us watching it, us seeing it. We've had a riot or two in the past year. Mm-hmm. So we watched it like on Facebook or, things of that nature. But like face to face, no, we haven't.
The most I see is somebody putting their dick on the window, and that's next door. So, they kid got that bad. and he not really a kid, so I can't say what I want to say.
Okay.
But
walk outside ass naked.
Yeah, that's about it. That's about it.
Outside of the normal stuff, we don't see anything not normal. If that's what you mean. Yeah. No, I mean we haven't, most people when we go out, we travel, they see the chemistry. They, like I said, they want to know, why, how. So.
Okay. So any bad date stories that you guys shared with each other?
Not really, because he wasn't really a dater. He was a turbo thought, as I would put it. And I was celibate, so I was a bookworm. So all the dick I was getting, I was reading about. So my dick was a book. So that was pretty much it. I had a strict path for myself before meeting him. And that was just my little 180 that I did and took from my life as far as self-control, because, I could do that. And at that point, I felt it was better for me. But in that sense, any bad dating experiences or date experiences? No, not really.
I mean, we watch people have bad dating experiences. We watched a lady get chased by a roach while we were waiting for food.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, we were.
You said a roach?
Oh, yeah. So we were at this one restaurant that's downtown on Brady Street.
We left.
It wasn't a roach. It was actually a centipede.
Oh, yeah, centipede.
It was a centipede. It was a big-ass centipede. He thought it was a roach because he jumped, but that's not more of the story.
I don't fuck with bugs.
Anywho, it looks like she had just met this guy. She was just sitting at the table and we was just waiting on our food. We had already ordered ahead. We were just ready to pick this shit up. And she was just sitting there and I was just looking. I'm like, oh, this is about to go all wrong. Mind you, I'm already fucked up worse than what I am right now. I'm like, this is gonna go all wrong. I'm like, Miss Lady, don't jump, but it's like a bug right next to before you know here. And then before you know, motherfucker try to stop this motherfucker, a little bug and crawled under the wall. And I'm like, we did all this shit for nothing. I'm looking at my food, like, where this shit at? I'm still waiting. Make sure ain't no bug in my food, and I ain't got to sue y'all because I sue freely.
It seemed like as soon as they started to cuddle up and like talk to each other in the ear,
the bug
came and changed like her boyfriend waiting in the bush.
I ain't say you can go nowhere, bitch.
Yeah, so, it's weird. It was weird.
Because I was legitimately following her for a second. It was. I had been the little perfume she had. I did kind of
Y'all had to been high. I wouldn't have stayed if I saw a centipede.
No, we hit it. We hit it.
We didn't stay.
Oh, I was about to say I would have just walked away. I'm like, hey man, something by your foot as I was leaving out the door.
No, but it was so weird that the centipede kept following her as he was trying to stump it.
Right.
It kept following her. Like we was literally watching.
And then her date was backing up. Like she trying to get closer to her date. He backing up, trying to stump on the bug. The bug following his date. It was all wrong. It wasn't meant for them to be.
Was he pushing her in front of it? Like
you might as well have said that.
What did she have? Like some doodle on her foot? Like I don't understand. Like she
was dressed nice.
It was messed up because she had like a tank top on. It was wintertime. It was not wintertime. It was summertime at the moment, and she had like some nice sandals, some shorts, little tank top, made you add, and she was just chilling. Before you know it, the bug was like, "What's up?" Like I've been chilling. What's the combo? I'm ready to hit my lick too. Shoot my shot. And he was ready.
That's wild. Well, lucky you guys. My dating history is all over the place. I messing around with POF. I got catfish one time. And it was
really,
yeah, it was and it wasn't the only time, but it was one of the ones that stood out. So on most, I don't want to say most dating apps or sites, usually run into a problem like a person might have a profile with like a bunch of group shots.
Mm-hmm.
So I came across this one profile, tall girl. She was about 5'9", 5'10", something like that. you know, and she had like maybe one profile shot and like 4 group shots. And in her description and in the picture, she told me she was one person. And I went to go meet her like Friday night at TGI Fridays. I walk into the restaurant and I text her. I'm like, hey, I'm here. Where you at? She's like, I'm at the bar. I got on this red outfit. I go looking for the red outfit. And the person that was wearing it wasn't like the person in the picture. So I called her. I'm like, I'm at the bar. I don't see you. So I see the girl pick up the phone and I'm like, okay. So I go sit down beside her. I open up my phone. I pull out the profile and I'm like, that's not you. Like that's not you. And in the corner of one of these pictures was like this short, wide pumpkin. Like, it just wasn't her. She was way in the corner. She was like 5'2" height and width wise. Like, so I just was like, okay.
You owe me gas now.
I'm like, I don't know why you lied, but it was so unnecessary. She's just like, well, I didn't know if you would like me and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, look, I understand that, but I can't deal with liars. You know what I'm saying? You got to appreciate yourself so other people can appreciate you. Exactly. So this is what we're going to do. I came out here. We're going to have a nice evening. We're going to enjoy our meals. And when we leave, we won't speak to each other. But we can be civil and have a conversation. And that's what we did. And at the end of the meal, I paid. I told her have a good night. And I left. And I blocked her. And 4 dates later, you know, it got better, but it didn't get, you know, good through the, you know, just the process of dealing with online dating. So one time I got catfished by a dude, but I'm not going to talk about that.
Wow. She would have paid for that dinner. First of all, why we even have? You got to call the chick. You got to call your friend. Like, she got to meet us up here. We got to make this. Got to be a group date. Like, I'll pay, get the drinks ready. You get the chick. Like,
yeah,
you gotta call the chick.
Our date really didn't go. Our first date, honestly, in my opinion, was slower than any meeting I've ever had, and that's probably because he was drunk. But it's okay because he sobered up fairly quick than what I expected. It was just like somebody was just like, yeah, wake up, nigga. And that's what he did. And it was just like, we bowled, 10 games? We left the bowling alley. They was closed. And we stayed 20 minutes after. They ain't give a fuck.
It's Christmas weekend for Christmas.
So 22nd of December. Yeah.
This girl got on some tight ass leggings and a tank top. It's cold as fuck outside. Yeah, I'm gonna sober up because look what you got on.
I had joggers on, and yes, I had it wasn't a tank top. It was actually a V-shirt, a V-neck. It was a V-neck actually, and I had a jacket on.
It's like no.
And I had my favorite blue jogging pants on. Don't get me wrong, I had gained a little bit. I had gained like 4 pounds. You know, the jogging pants was like 3 months old. So I was just like, I'm coming there and back. I didn't expect to be out that long, you know? You're a coworker.
This wasn't even a date. This is a social outing with coworkers. The only 2 people that showed up was us 2. So I had to sober up. This is a date now. This is not a social outing.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't want to say it sounds like fate, but that's kind of like what it ended up being, right?
Yeah, true. Literally. It was supposed to be a get together. It was supposed to be a total of 8 people playing. And the only people that showed up was me and him.
I was thinking sexual harassment, so I was like, let me sober up so I keep my job. Yep.
But if more people were there, you would have been good.
Right.
Oh, yeah, because then everybody else would have been looking at her ass besides me. Looking at her ass. So, you know.
I got an old white man across the bar looking at my ass. I'm just like, what is people looking at? And mind you, I haven't been out in like maybe 8 months. I was just literally a full-on homebody because I had a break-in and entering before I even met him. So it was just like weird talking to people because I was just on the defense of whooping everybody's ass because I was on it. But besides that, it was just the conversation was fun. I felt like I poured out all the tea on that day. And he was just stuck there like.
Oh yeah, she let me know everything, which is ladies don't.
A lot of people don't
do that on the first date. You gonna scare a man, he gonna leave. He gonna tell you
but he
go
was
to the
like,
bathroom and he gonna split.
Yeah. He was like, tell me about yourself. And I was just like,
Don't
okay, I'm crazy, you know. I like cats, my favorite color is blue. And yeah, what about you? Believe me.
If that's really what she said, I would have took that. But she told me everything, and I'm just like, drink.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
I was the type of person. I was not big on lying. I don't know really how to lie. Which is something I need to learn because I'm too truthful, as some people say. Which is not a bad thing. I mean, because you always want to teach people not to lie, but sometimes it's like, bitch, tell a white lie. I tell on myself, so it's kind of hard to tell a white lie. So it's just like, fuck it. Yeah, I was with the bitches. Yeah, I caught one of them sucking a dick. I wasn't gonna do that, but I was drunk as fuck enough. I seen her do it. She tried to duck off and do it, but she didn't do it. I would have did it like this, but I came home. I'm here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's a conversation.
Okay. That's saying that you guys get along so well. It seemed like there would be no lows for you guys anywhere you went. You look like you just had fun all the time.
Most definitely.
True. Until I'm irritated. And then he's just like, let's hurry up and get her home before she whoops somebody's ass.
True.
It don't be intentional. It's just like, whatever mood I'm in. I think that's just the Latino in me.
Crazy.
No?
Sometimes.
Just a pit bull in a skirt,
I've heard that before.
Okay. Hey, Will, you can wink if you feel like you're in danger.
Man, you think she crazy? Her mama is crazy. Her mama is the queen pan, like for real. But that's a whole. We can have a whole conversation on her mom, and that's another thing we're gonna do. We're probably gonna start doing like a late night where we're gonna get her mom on her and just let her mom talk about different shit because she got stories. So.
I'm thinking about like as far as bringing it inside the podcast with the whole Spark This. It was an idea that I was thinking of, kind of when it comes to bringing our guests, because most of our guests are different family members. Because of the COVID, I don't really trust people. They got to do a Lysol dance before coming in my house. So I got to make sure that they not only can keep a conversation, because if you're the type of person that can't hold a conversation instantly, I'm bored and you're going to piss me off and everything you say is stupid to me. So I want to cuss you out. But other than that, if you can hold a conversation, we good, Get past the Lysol dance, AKA metal detector, and you good,
Okay. So what's the first thing you want to do once the world opens back up?
First thing I want to do, I want to bring, I guess, more experiences to my son, even though it may be too early, even though he's going to be older, hopefully once shit start to be like, oh, that's just the flu, drink some tea. We was stupid, Once that start to come over and be a fad, I want to bring my son out more outside, whereas, because when he first reacted to grass, that was hilarious. And I don't want it to be like that for everything.
Did he just go crazy when he saw grass?
So yeah, he did like the scream. He sat down and then he just started ripping it and then he started trying to eat it. And I was just like, no, we can't have this. So that was the first experience at a park. It was funny. Everything, if it can't, go to his mouth, he don't trust it. If he can't look and put it in his mouth, he don't trust it. And I don't need that to be his first indication of everything. Okay.
That's definitely true.
And later in life.
Yeah, I told you. Them chicks definitely gonna take advantage of you just putting chin in your mouth. Yeah, they definitely like they gonna look. You need to stop.
So I'm trying to teach him early.
So what about you, Will?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess being able to go on a roller coaster or something, do something that would be normal. Because, other than being outside, going to a mall and see it be crowded again. With people, not afraid to bump you or, walk in front of you. Just normal shit that we scared to do now. People scared to give you eye contact. I'm like, damn, you can't catch COVID if we look at each other.
I did the salsa with a chicken pick and save for 2 minutes because she didn't want to just go left and I can go right. We just kept going like this. And I was just like, all right, now, come on.
Yeah, it's weird.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that'll irritate me too. Just leave.
Bitch, move. I'm not trying to be rude.
However, strip clubs are still open.
Yes. So I guess the coochie can't catch COVID.
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't sat down in a restaurant since March. I've picked up food from a couple, but I'm just I can't trust it. And the simple fact, I think it's stupid for you to walk into a restaurant with a mask on, wait to be seated, and then sit down and take it off. It was what was the point of wearing it in the first place?
The only place I've ever went was Red Lobster's. And that was because it was my first time going to Red Lobster's. And I walked in that bitch without a mask. She was like, man, you need a mask. I said, ma'am, I'm finna eat, okay? I don't need a mask. And she looked at me and was just like, oh yeah, this bitch got a point. Yep. All right. How many? Yep. Mm-hmm. Don't tell me what I need to do. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, as my mama would say.
You say you're 21 and you never been to Red Lobster?
Yeah, I don't really go out much. And that was one of the things that kind of sparked our relationship too. It was just I don't really do shit. I was very introverted. Don't like people. I still don't like people. And I deal with y'all. That's about it.
Shit, y'all. She talking to us directly. I do with y'all.
You lucky I'm on this laptop.
My first real roller coaster or whatever you want to call it. Certain places no, you haven't, because the first roller coaster I did was a Zippin' Pimpin', which historical fact, it was Elvis Presley's first roller coaster he ever rode.
Zippin' Pimpin'?
Yes, it was called the Zippin' Pimpin'. It's in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Amusement park. Yeah.
Bay Beach?
Yeah. And I damn near pissed my pants. I was 9. So, indeed, I had a panic attack.
Okay, that makes sense.
I slapped my brother and I got back on and we ate cotton candy. So
that's what's up. Shout out to Zippin' Pimpin' and Bay Beach. Bay Beach?
Yes, Bay Beach. It sounded like a prostitute's roller coaster, but it was fun. Okay.
Zippin' Pimpin'.
Zippin' Pimpin'. That's wild. I think one of the things I miss the most is going to the movies.
Oh yeah. Go to the movies. I do miss it. I'm a big Marvel fan, so yeah, going to the movies is definitely something.
One thing that I would say is swimming, a swimming pool. I miss swimming. That was my big thing that broke my heart, especially 2 summers ago. I was pregnant, and then the summer I wasn't pregnant, I couldn't swim because of COVID, so I was pissed. I wanted to slap every white person I saw because I felt they contracted COVID and brought it here. I wouldn't even want fools, as other people would put it. No racism putting out there, but I'm just saying, this is uncut, I'm raw.
214 is a movie.
It is. And what is the cast? Exactly. Oriental.
We're not doing that.
They just happen to be the closest set of people near you when you were that upset, I'm assuming.
Yes, they were. They were. I was highly upset. I was infuriated. I went to Noise, which is the biggest swimming pool, in my opinion, in Wisconsin, Milwaukee. And I've been going there since I was a kid. And I just love jumping off the 12 feet, whatever inch, diving board. And it was closed. It was like, ma'am, COVID. That was the note on the door. I was just like, you know what? This is some bullshit. I called the mayor, couldn't get through,
Just the fuck you calling Mary about the swimming pool?
I wrote a letter. I was mad. Okay.
You threw that letter away.
It took me forever to find Tom, whatever his name is, number, but I did. Okay. Tony, whatever his name is.
Put some water in the tub. Stop that shit.
I was mad. Okay.
He probably was like, it's 2020. Who's sending me letters?
Right. Got the postage stamps right.
Never heard of email? Wasting paper.
Probably shredded my shit as soon as he said, minority.
Yeah.
What the fuck, nigga?
Yeah.
My shit is important. I took time writing this letter. I wanted you to know that noise needs to be unlocked. You can't catch COVID in water.
And got stamps and shit.
I ain't seen a fish with COVID yet. Let the pools be open. My piece has been spoken.
I seen a fish drown before, so anything's possible.
I've seen a fish drown before too. Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, don't knock it. Anything's possible these days,
I was gonna go somewhere with that, but I'm not. I'm not gonna go be extra with that. I'm not, because I have to be so extra. Like, how the fuck a fish? You know what? It's cool. They breathe water. We breathe air. You put a fish in air, they drown. You put a human in water, they drown. See, got a thing.
To answer that question, if their breathing apparatus is compromised, they can no longer filter out, the oxygen.
That is true.
Yeah. So that's how the fish, at least I saw drown. I can't speak for Will's fish. He,
So, no, my daughter go fishing and she don't like to, take the hook out properly. I seen her take the hook out and throw the fish back, and he just sink to the, to the bottom of the water. That's drowning because he ain't swimming no more. You know what I'm saying? That's drowning.
Actually, that's murder. That's
murder. Yeah, you cheated yeah.
Like his ancestors and his family members gonna eat him the shit thinking he just ran the food. Like, damn, we didn't eat Charles. Like, god damn it. Want to put Charles back?
Yeah, she was smart. She got rid of the evidence.
Oh my god. Oh, but yes, these are our conversations. Literally, it could just be out of nothing. This is literally us every day, 24/7. Literally. There's no dull moment, unfortunately.
That's true.
Okay. So let me ask y'all this. Bar for bar, who you got? Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole?
J. Cole.
I don't know. That's not fair.
I say J. Cole.
Because some days it could be J. Cole, some days it could be K. Dot. That's I don't know. That's a good question.
But when I'm in my Taurus mode, I'm Element all day. God, it's like
that's a good question. I don't think that's something you could debate because you can go all night with that. But
that is true.
I have to say J. Cole only because he make his own music. He make the beats, so that's something K. Dot don't do. So I have to say.
I ain't talking about music. I'm talking about bar for bar.
Oh, just bar for lyric for lyric.
Yeah.
You say J. Cole?
It's a tie to me.
It's a tie.
Yeah. I
agree with you. It would have to take probably some drinks and a very long discussion, and have to go through some data phases and graphs to compare lyrics, because they both monsters. They don't disappoint features.
But in my opinion, J. Cole gives you that storytell feel.
And Good Kid, Mad City did.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
To Pimp a Butterfly, though. A lot of people
in my opinion, I love To Pimp a Butterfly. That was in one of my top 10. But at the same time, Kendrick Lamar, he give me that. How can I say? He give me that. I don't want to say soft thug because ain't shit soft about a thug unless you on the DL.
Oh my
but
God. It's a conversation.
He don't do it for me, unfortunately. He could rhyme and rap all day. He know his shit be smooth and cool, but it's just like J. Cole gives me more of that storytelling.
See, but I wouldn't call them rappers. I would call them both lyricists.
I would call J. Cole a poet more than a lyricist.
I think
He just adds sound to his.
They pretty much the same
his spoken
thing.
word. Not really.
People say the same thing about Kendrick, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, one is dark skin. To me, one is dark skin, one is light skin. That's the
Okay. I mean, so out of the two, which one of them you will rewind their verses back? Because either you didn't catch it or you just was like, that shit was so fire, I had to hear that shit one more time.
See, that's the same thing.
See, Kendrick. I would say Kendrick.
That's the same thing because
King Kunta instantly popped in my head when you said that.
Oh yeah, King Kunta's my shit. Yeah.
Okay, so that's
because it have been plenty times I listened to that song and I was like, "Wait, what did he say? Bring that back."
But J. Cole, Lights Out. We can go back and play that song. I think you can go back and listen to that song. And damn.
Like, Middle Child.
Yeah.
ATM.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I say it's a tie all around the board with the
Forest Hill Drive classic.
That too.
Yeah, that's the I play that.
Power Trip.
Play that every day. Forest Hill Drive. Now you said as far as consistency, who I play the most, I play J. Cole more than I play.
I play Kendrick more than I play J. Cole.
I play J. Cole way more.
Okay. So it looks like a split decision, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Who would you rather see in concert? Erykah Badu or Beyonce?
Erykah.
Beyonce.
Wow. Now, is this for performance standpoints, or this is based off you're just who you rock with?
My the vibe, not just the performance, because the performance could be excellent, but the vibe could be trash.
Performance, Beyonce.
Yeah. Me personally, I'm gonna go with Erykah just because aesthetics, probably one, and two, she actually has like a mesmerizing effect when it comes to her music. So it's like, when she walks in the building, you can kind of like feel that shit. Like, damn, did it just get heavy in here? Oh shit, they were Erykah Badu.
That is true.
Yeah.
However,
I feel like I got a superpower and shit.
When you pay that one whatever for Beyonce, if it's $100, $200,
shit, where
you gonna get that it's gonna be a moment. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be part of that. You're not gonna waste your $200. She's gonna give you that and more when you go to a Beyonce concert. It's like going to a Chris Brown concert. I've seen Chris Brown in concert. You don't get no better than, you know what I'm saying?
I've never been to a concert, so honestly, I wouldn't know. But
you say what?
Yeah. Like I said, I don't get out much. I literally was schoolwork type of chick. So I really didn't do shit but swim. When I say my hobby was swimming, that was my hobby. Singing. I wasn't really a party girl. I didn't really social much. So.
She just gave you an answer to a question you're gonna need in the future, Will. I hope you're paying attention.
Oh, I got it. We were supposed to go see Nas and Mary J. Blige last year, but the concert tickets sold out before we can. They sold out fast, so supposed to go see that. But we're gonna go see some things down the line. I know Chris Brown's supposed to go back on tour. Definitely want to see that one more time before he sit down. So definitely want to see that.
Or get shot.
Not gonna get shot.
You guys watch the 85 South show?
Oh, most definitely. Okay. We 85ers. We 85ers.
Okay. I was going to say I saw them in Baltimore last year, and it was just as good as you see on YouTube. Like,
yeah, I seen them in St. Louis. I seen them in Chicago. They're real good.
I'm mad they got canceled. They were supposed to come to Milwaukee.
Yeah, they were supposed to come here. It got canceled.
Yeah, that's something I'm looking forward to in the future. Hopefully things will get bigger and better. For the time being, it is what it is.
Right.
What about All Def Digital? You follow that platform?
No, we don't.
No.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of them, but no, I haven't really taken a look.
Okay. Do yourself a favor and check it out. They I think it was like 3 years. No, probably about 7 years ago. Russell Simmons had started the company, and it basically was just a digital platform for like Black content creators. So, like, you ever heard of Tony Baker?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Tony Baker. To hear more, Patrick Cloud. He's a content creator, skinny, light-skinned dude with dreads. He makes like a lot of those side-by-side videos.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of them were there at the company, and when Russell Simmons had sold it off, a lot of them like broke off and started their own podcasts and things like that. And really, from watching them like do their own individual podcasts, that kind of like inspired me to, start this, because I always had an idea, something I wanted to do, but it wasn't until I watched them grow theirs that I, had that spark hit me, and it gave me the idea to, that's what I should be doing. I should have my own podcast. And I mean, it's real dope. I'll send you some links to it.
Most definitely do that.
Yeah.
So, one last question I got. Who do you think's a better actress? Taraji P. Henson or Kerry Washington?
Taraji all day. Sorry. What's that one movie, Tyler Perry movie she played in? That
I don't like Tyler
see
Perry
that.
movies.
I hate her. Alimony. She killed that movie. I'm sorry. If she couldn't do it, I couldn't see nobody else do it. I can't even speak right now. I'm speaking in tongue.
Have you really seen Kerry Washington act? I mean,
yes and no.
Scandal?
She make them ugly ass faces.
They said she looked like Donkey.
Yeah, like, bro, what are you doing?
Damn.
I like the Scandal was my shit. I like the Scandal. But I don't think that was because of her. I just think I forgot what her name is. The writer, she just make good content. I forgot what other show that she wrote. She had on at the same time.
Honestly,
she's just a dope ass writer.
I think what really, I was gonna say that was probably what made her famous. Besides her facial expression, she makes the perfect meme. So I mean,
she do.
Besides that, I mean, Taraji, she went in all day, not only because of that Black excellence feeling she gives you with just the different roles she didn't play. It's just she the shit,
I think she got the same thing that I think Cardi B got the same thing too. We just like Taraji. Like everybody can relate. You got
relate.
You got an auntie. You got an auntie like Taraji. She still do her hair and shit. Like she ain't got no.
She got tutorials online with her own created hair products. Just doing her, just genuine. So I mean,
I think that's what make her more dope as an actress, because you can relate to her. Kerry Washington, she cool too. It's just
more people laugh at her than with her.
I'd rather watch Cookie over anything. I could watch Empire, like the first 2-3 seasons before it got all
crazy.
Yeah. Did that too.
So.
Yeah.
Who don't know Hustle and Flow? Come on now.
Yeah.
John Singleton was on a run throughout that decade of the 2000s, like Four Brothers, freaking Hustle and Flow. It was a couple of other movies that.
When did Too Fast, Too Furious? He did Too Fast, Too Furious too.
Yeah, he did do that one.
So he was on it. Yeah, he right. He had you like that movie.
I don't like
We watched Too Fast. So her daddy likes Too Fast and Furious movies, so she has a love-hate relationship with her dad.
I don't have a daddy. I have a father, a sperm donor who's deceased as we speak, but he stay in Texas.
Okay. I understand that. I'll speak on my situation off air, but I feel you. That's all I'm gonna say. I feel you. So
it don't matter. It's like I said, it's all uncovered. I don't have a filter. Thank my parents, they made me that way. It's either speak now, forever hold your peace, or be sitting there wishing you said something and now you're looking like you can smell shit. So
that's what's up.
Your mother-in-law. Come on now. Why you be acting.
Yeah. Like I said, we definitely gonna do some late night talk, because I get a lot of people, they be like, they be wanting to talk about certain number like we got it. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely want to do a late night thing, because a lot of the questions we be getting, it be
late night
questions. So yeah.
So after you guys started the podcast, were like people hitting you up asking you for like relationship advice based off the conversation you guys are having?
Oh yeah, on my end, yes.
That's. I mean, they were doing that before, but a lot of people know we open to a lot of conversations. So a lot of people they hear it, and a lot of people who didn't know, like I got a lot of relatives who listen to it, and they be like, "Oh, y'all, what did this start?" And I'm like, "You my auntie, so I not supposed to know all that, but now that I'm grown, yeah, well, yeah." So we get a lot of questions, and we answer it, when we do the podcast or when we're not doing the podcast. We always have open discussions.
Definitely.
Okay. So it's pretty much you just doing it on tape or whatever, opposed to your everyday life. Like, people hear you guys and feel relatable and just like, hey, let me put this question to them. Like my friends don't give me the answers I'm looking for. Maybe I can get that from you.
Yeah, most
pretty
definitely.
much. I mean, it's just like that one homegirl you got, like, no matter if she's sober or not, you go to her like, I knew this nigga got me itching. Like, why couldn't you just tell me? Because, like, bitch, I told you not to go by his house. She didn't want to listen to me. You was just like, hey, come chill. You ran as soon as a nigga called. Now you down there wondering why you got pube lice. See, it's just them type of conversations chicks wish they can have, even though, nobody's genital areas was harmed in the meaning of this conversation. But somebody just needs somebody to be real. Like, why we gotta hold back? Ain't we grown? Where's the uncomfortableness coming from? It's like we scared and we looking for somebody when we say certain shit. Like, nigga, if you gonna fuck that nigga. Be your cousin, bitch, you nasty.
Okay. Yep. Nah, he burning in your cousin?
Right. So I mean,
you caught the clap for your cousin.
You caught the clap for your cousin, exactly. You just had to talk to somebody about it, and you would have found out on this nigga on Ancestry that he was your cousin before you got clapped. See, you want to hide secrets and shit.
No comment. No comment.
I'm with you. I ain't got nothing to say. It's above my pay rate.
Hey, you and me both.
But I'm your girl. I got you. We're going to bust this conversation wide open. The topic of the day is legs. Come to my house and spread them.
We always, wow. we always get, it's a segue out of that. We always get people who ask, like, what you look for in a girl, how you find, a cool chick, like what you got. You know what I'm saying? So we always get those type of questions. We're always here to ask. Answer. She messed me up with that shit. But yeah.
I think he kind of told on himself in that answer, but I'm gonna let that slide.
Like, wow.
But yeah, we do get a lot of questions. Just how did y'all meet? How have y'all been together for so long? And where does the compatibility come from? It's just off the wall type shit. Can you keep up with her sex drive and stupid shit?
Mm-hmm.
Girls asking to send. I don't know why they asked me to send a picture of her. Like, oh, she got a whole Facebook page. Please go to her.
You get that too.
Yeah, go to her.
Man, I'm kind of the opposite on that. Like, I'm not really looking to be on camera. I want my podcast to be famous, not me. And that's just. I mean, things might change where I have to, but for the time being, it is what it is. So I try to make the best product I can and put that out there and keep it authentic all the way around. I have people come to me all the time, with their issues or whatever, because they know I'm gonna give them a open, honest, truthful, balanced answer. Then I have certain people that come to me with their relationship drama, and I tell them, run me my Cash App. It's gonna be $5 for every time you call my phone because you want to hear the same stuff over and over again. You know?
Told you, doesn't would have gave you the clap. You would have just went to ancestry. Now you owe me $10 in the clinic, $500.
Wow.
Damn.
It's silly.
So I see. After seeing your facial expression from her response, I could just tell how, date nights would be with you guys, and you just pointing out like, look at her. You know what? I bet she this and I bet she that, and you just like, yeah, where's this waitress at?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like never ending laughter, whether it's my side or his side. It's just we always have that magnetic South Pole, North Pole connection, It's just never a dull moment, like I say. And that's really where most of the ideas or the sparks come for our conversations when it comes to our podcast. And that's what makes it genuine, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah, facts.
So
You guys ever I was going to say, have you ever like had a conversation like, damn, I wish we had that on tape because that was dope?
Yeah. Or he'll just walk in the bathroom. I could be taking a bath or a shower. We're going to do this podcast right now. You ready? Like, as ready as I'll ever be. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, welcome, viewers. I'm washing my eyes right now, but I'm wanting to talk to y'all. What it do? How y'all day been? I ain't been doing shit. I'm stuck in the house still. What about y'all?
It's just sometimes when you have an idea, you just want to
gotta go for it.
Go with it. Yeah.
Okay. It sounds like either weed or liquor was involved in the creation of those ideas.
Not all the time. Or a full stomach,
Yeah. Or sometimes we go back and listen to an episode and we say something and then we go, okay, make a topic out of that. Let's take that.
Okay. So, I mean, to me, it sounds like you guys are just having fun and living life, and it's not even like work. It's like, this is just us recording certain moments of our everyday life, and, and we expect to, help somebody with this or, gain a big enough following to the fact that, we could do this live or something like that. And might mess around and make a whole career out of it. Anything's possible.
I mean, it's pretty much just game for yourself or game for your friends. I mean, it's just honest conversation, which you really don't get now because of COVID. Normally you would get it in your school or your job or going to a restaurant, sitting in the drive-thru, hearing somebody arguing because a nigga couldn't stop cheating with the lady from upstairs. And, y'all just so happen to be at McDonald's together, So it just...
A lot of that.
It's the vibe. We give them the vibe, I guess.
Okay. Well, I can definitely understand that, So I think that this has been dope. And I know that you guys, well, it's not as late as it is over there as it is over here, but I'm pretty sure you guys had a full day. So I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping things up. Will, why don't you let the people know where they can find your books at?
So yeah, you can find it at Amazon, Half Price Books, Barnes and Noble. Look at you. Look at the plug. That's what's up. Yeah. So yeah, you could. It's everywhere. It's available wherever books is. One of the books is on Kindle Fire. 1987. You could get that on Kindle Fire as well. The lyric that's only on paperback. But yeah, you can check that out. Like I said, Amazon, Half Price Books, Barnes and Noble. Definitely get that.
Okay. And you want to let them know the people where they can reach you guys at?
Anchor, Spotify, anywhere you pretty much can listen to music. You can listen to a podcast nowadays because now everything is virtual. So be looking up #SparkThis. So.
Okay. All right. So if you guys have any links you want me to post, please send them to me so I can put them on my YouTube page and also on the bio description once I post this episode.
Most definitely.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of the I Can't Make This Up podcast. I can't, with a K, make this up podcast. You can find this everywhere podcasts are available. Also on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter I Can't Make This Up podcast. I've had a very dope discussion with the host of the Spark This podcast, Just Will and Adriana, and you guys have got me hip to Milwaukee life a little bit, and I see that it's full of laughs and full of joy, and centipedes chasing people out of restaurants and shit like that.
Got your hoe on the go.
You stupid.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So I look forward to doing this again. Hopefully, we get to a point where we could possibly do this live or something like that. And, guys guys might want to travel out to Maryland. I mean, you might want to stay away from Baltimore, but that's just my opinion. I can't.
Ain't you guys supposed to be hosting oh man, I can't think right now. It used to be in Charlotte. Basketball. Damn. We were supposed to go this year.
It was I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, I think in Baltimore you guys gonna be doing it next year or the next few years. I can't think of it right now.
Memphis and May.
It's not Memphis and May, that's in Memphis. It's some big festival I can't think of for the colleges. I can't think of what it is right now. That it lost me. But it used to be at North Carolina.
Did it have UCLA within it or something like that? Okay. I'm sorry.
Can't think of what it's called now.
I know. It's not the March Madness thing you're talking about, are you?
No.
I was thinking that too, but
no.
I'm not sure. I know that a lot of large gatherings. Well, they pushed Maryland back into phase 1, so I don't know as far as events or any type of outside things they're gonna, be pursuing in the next few months. So, people don't know how to sit their ass down. So I can't call it. Me personally, like you will, I go to work and I come home. So
I've been sitting my ass down lately, so chasing my 1-year-old.
Man, I got hope for 2021 because 2020 is
See, you got the number behind you, so we rocking with it too.
Yeah.
21 gonna be that number, hopefully.
Yeah. Well,
thumb in the ass of the year.
Okay.
No comment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sign off and we'll talk to you guys later. All right.
Peace.